Today, we're shining a light on the invisible wounds afflicted by narcissistic mothers and the importance of validating your experiences and emotions. If you've felt unseen, unheard, or dismissed, this episode is for you. The wounds of narcissistic motherhood are often invisible to others, leaving you feeling alone and questioning the validity of your own feelings. If you've struggled to have your experiences and emotions acknowledged, know that you're not alone. As a certified Catholic neuro coach and a survivor of narcissistic upbringing, I'll provide a safe space for you to validate your experiences and emotions and offer strategies for self-validation and healing. By the end of this episode, you'll feel seen, heard, and equipped with tools to start healing your invisible wound. Skipping this episode might mean you risk continuing to minimize your own experiences, doubt your emotions, and struggle with the invisible wounds of narcissistic motherhood.
Hi, I'm Christy Murray, and I'm on a mission to help women that were raised by narcissistic mothers heal and grow. As a certified neuro coach specializing in narcissistic abuse recovery and a survivor of covert narcissistic upbringing, I'm sharing the tools and support you need to thrive and break the generational cycle of narcissistic abuse.
Welcome back to Maternal Narcissism Unmasked, the podcast dedicated to helping you heal from the hidden trauma of covert narcissistic motherhood. In today's episode, we're going to discuss the importance of validating your experiences and emotions as you navigate your healing journey. We'll explore why validation is crucial for recovery and provide practical strategies for self-validation and seeking support from others who understand the unique challenges of having a narcissistic mother. But first, let's talk about what validation is and why it's so important in the healing process. Validation is the recognition and acceptance that your experiences, thoughts, and emotions are real. They are real, they're legitimate, and worthy of acknowledgement. Because when you've been growing up with a narcissistic mother, you may have experienced a lot of gaslighting and invalidation. Your mother may have dismissed your feelings, denied your reality, or made you question your own perceptions. She may have said, "You're dramatic, you're making things up, you're just exaggerating." This can all lead to a deep sense of self-doubt and difficulty trusting your own judgment. That's why validation is so crucial in healing from narcissistic motherhood. It helps to counteract the invalidation you've experienced and rebuild self-trust and confidence in your own perceptions. It provides a foundation for self-compassion and self-acceptance, and it reduces feelings of isolation and shame. Now, as adults raised by narcissistic mothers, part of our healing is finding validation from our own experiences as children, even now. Not necessarily finding allies to protect us, is the case with covert narcissists, but to find the strength within ourselves, knowing that those experiences are real, not made up, like how we were groomed to believe, and finding evidence that it is not normal or even appropriate to be shamed by your own mother, that it's not normal or right to be manipulated and used as a pawn by your own parents. So how can you practice self-validation? One powerful strategy is to acknowledge and name your experiences and emotions without judgment or minimization. For example, if you're feeling hurt or angry after an interaction with your mother, take a moment to say to yourself, "I'm feeling really hurt and angry right now," and that's valid. Give yourself permission to feel your emotions, even if they were previously discouraged or invalidated. Another important aspect of self-validation is practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness, recognizing that your experiences and emotions are valid and understandable, given your circumstances. If you catch yourself engaging in self-invalidating thoughts like, "I shouldn't feel this way," or "I'm overreacting," try to challenge those beliefs and remind yourself that your feelings are real and valid. While self-validation is essential, seeking support and validation from others who understand can also be incredibly helpful in your healing journey. One great option is to work with a therapist, counselor, or a neuro coach who specializes in narcissistic abuse recovery. They can provide validation, guidance, and support as you process your experiences and emotions. Getting support from a family member is really powerful. It's rare though, as they may be witness to the narcissistic abuse, whether they are targets or not. Often they are bystanders. But someone who is open-minded, neutral, or not caught into the narcissist's lies. Like I said, this can be difficult. Some family members may have been groomed as well. Some family members act as supply or even flying monkeys to the narcissist. We'll talk about flying monkeys in another episode. Support groups, whether online or in person, can also be a valuable resource. Connecting with other adult children of narcissistic parents who share similar experiences can help you feel less alone and provide a space for mutual validation and understanding. I remember when I first talked to someone, a good friend of mine, and shared my story. We were just trading stories about our childhood, and just the relief that I felt when she responded with, "I completely understand what you're going through." Her eyes lit up and she even said, "Me too." It was a powerful moment of realizing that I wasn't alone and that my experiences were real. Even reading or listening to others share their moments of aha or how their own mother behaves. It's like, wow, this is the thing. It's not all in my head. Some podcasts and books, it really provides validation. It's not just you. It's important to recognize that the wounds inflicted by a narcissistic mother are often invisible both to you and to others. This can lead to a lack of understanding or acknowledgement from those who haven't experienced narcissistic abuse. That's why validating your own invisible wounds is so crucial. Give yourself permission to acknowledge and validate the depth and reality of your own emotional pain, even if others cannot see or understand it. I want to take a moment to honor your healing journey and celebrate your strength and resilience in confronting and healing from the invisible wounds of narcissistic motherhood. Your experiences are real, your emotions are valid, and you deserve your reality acknowledged and respected. Remember that validating your experiences and emotions is a vital component of healing from the trauma of narcissistic motherhood. By practicing self-validation, seeking support from others who understand, and acknowledging the reality and impact of your invisible wounds, you can begin to reclaim your truth, rebuild self-trust, and forge a path towards healing and self-acceptance. Many people who have experienced narcissistic motherhood struggle to validate their own experiences and emotions and need guidance to develop self-validation and healing strategies. And it's not easy. That's why I've created the Heal Maternal Wounds Quiz. This quiz is designed to help you assess the impact of your experiences and provide personalized recommendations for self-validation and healing. By taking this quiz, you'll gain a deeper understanding of your own experiences and emotions, and receive a customized action plan with practical strategies for self-validation, self-care, and healing. Don't continue to minimize your experiences or struggle with invisible wounds. Take the first step toward validation and healing today. To get started, simply click on the link in the show notes and take the Heal Maternal Wounds Quiz. Or you can go to the website healmaternalwounds.com. It only takes a few minutes, and you'll be on your way to a more validated, empowered healing journey. Now let's answer a related question. A question I often hear is, how can I validate my own experiences when I've been told for so long that my feelings don't matter? One powerful way to start is by practicing daily affirmations. Look in the mirror each morning and say, my experiences are real, my emotions are valid, and I deserve to heal. Repeat this until it starts to feel true. Remember, your feelings matter, and you have the right to validate them. Thank you for tuning in today's episode of Maternal Narcissism Unmasked. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with someone who might need to hear this message. Until next time, keep honoring your experiences, validating your emotions, and embracing your healing journey. Before we go, I want to remind you to check out the valuable resources we've compiled for you in the show notes, designed to support you on your healing journey. If you found this episode helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to the podcast and leave a rating or review, as it helps us reach more daughters who need to hear these important messages. We also invite you to share your own experiences. insights and questions with us by emailing the show, as we believe that by coming together and sharing our stories, we can create a powerful community of healing and validation for all daughters of narcissistic mothers. Thank you for tuning in to Maternal Narcissism Unmasked, how daughters can heal and thrive. Remember, you are not alone in this journey, and with each step, you are reclaiming your power and breaking free from the chains of narcissistic abuse.